Lights, camera, douchebag! That's right everyone, Dragon Ball Super episode 73 just came out and whoo, it's a doozy. A fun doozy at that. Gohan's Misfortune, an unexpected Saiyaman movie? Well, it really wasn't that unexpected, we've known about this for weeks, so... Gohan episode! We start off in space at a random ramen noodle house, which really reminded me of Space Dandy. Oh, that was a good show. Jaco is our focus here, as he is transporting a wanted criminal. He is a menace, he is a terror. He is what looks like a headless baby squid that absorbed a Moogle! It's Watergush! Okay, we don't really know who Watergush is, but oh, he's evil! Just look how evil he is, Kupo! He will be the big bad of this two-parter. Yes, this is going to be a two-parter. You know that's gonna happen because Jaco's going on about how he can't escape from my super elite container of mystery. Oh, he escaped. Oops. Oh well, I guess because I'm a super elite, I have to go and defeat him in my super elite ways because I am super elite. Oh, Jaco, never change. So we're going to get a Gohan episode, and it starts off pretty quietly with him at work. Oh, it's really nice to see him actually doing his thing. But that quietness isn't going to last for long, as the TV is on, and they're announcing a great Saiyaman movie, him fighting against the one and only Mr. Satan. Hail Satan! That news is surprising enough, but what's even more surprising is the person who is going to be playing Great Saiyaman. It isn't Gohan, it turns out to be a callback from the Boo saga, the one and only Barry Kahn! Who is Barry Kahn? Remember that scene in the Boo saga where Majin Buu looks at a magazine? He's trying to impress girls so they're not scared of him. He looks at a magazine and it has Barry Kahn's face on it because he's an up-and-coming star. He gets the idea. He then changes his face because he can do that into Barry Kahn's face. Using Barry Kahn here is a nice touch by the character developers. Shame he's a total twat though. Harter Brothers? Whatever could that be inspired from? It's Warner Brothers! So the real reason that Barry wants to be involved in a movie about Great Saiyaman is to be totally ironic, man. Such an uncool and forgotten hero deserves to be played by a superstar like me so I can impress all the hipsters and the natives. Twat. He is able to use his influence because probably between the Boo saga and now, he's gone from an up-and-coming star to a global icon to change the movie's title into basically Barry Kahn in Great Saiyaman vs. Mr. Satan. It reminds me of certain stars who want to be executive producers in their own movies. Ugh, it even sickens not George Lucas over here, am I right? Once again, Goku isn't here to see Gohan do something cool. Where is he, you may ask? Where do you think? King Kai's planet, and he's actually developing a cold. According to Herms, this is a trope in anime where if a person is being talked badly about, they sneeze. It's like a little connection somewhat, but yeah, that's really all of Goku's contribution in this episode. Good job, Goku. But suddenly, Mr. Satan almost lets slip to Coco, the love interest of the movie and also one of the dime a dozen idols in Japan, that Gohan is the Great Saiyaman. Oh no! But Videl manages to shut her father up because if his secret identity is revealed, not only would it be a lot of bother for Gohan, he could also get fired from his professor's assistant's job. So, hey, now we know what Gohan's actual job is. Cool. Enter Barry to rub douchiness on everyone and to hit on Videl. Yeah, Pan's got the right idea. Go Pan! And go Videl for snubbing him. And Gohan, why weren't you doing anything? You should really have been doing something. The way that Barry reacts to this rejection and then the subsequent dialogue with the press really reminds me that he is basically the acting equivalent of Mr. Satan in that he has to make up excuses and put on an act to everyone. It's Mr. Satan seeing what he does from the outside. Wow, it's totally meta. Now this is where Gohan comes in. You didn't just think he was going to be standing around a movie set about the Great Saiyaman and not doing anything, did you? No. He is going to take the role of stuntman for the Great Saiyaman because Barry Kahn suddenly changes the scene in order to make it totally impossible for any living human to be able to actually do. Jump onto a tank whilst it's at full speed, crash through it, retrieve the driver, and get through this without getting hurt a single time. Now you see, Barry would have done it himself, but all the insurance companies would not have allowed him to do it because he's such an A-list celebrity. So, oh well, I guess some poor sod will have to do it for me. Oh, woe is me. Now, why did Barry change this scene other than the fact that he's just a total jerk? It all comes from the rhetoric of Mr. Satan's autobiography. Oh, Mr. Satan, you magnificent bastard, he read your book! Well, at least the first page of it. Now, Barry thinks that Gohan stepping in is so he can be popular with the ladies, but actually, Gohan does this for two reasons. One, to give the current stuntman a break and to save his job and career, and two, so he will look cool to Pan when she grows up and doesn't have an orange bandana. Man, Gohan, you're such a cool guy. Now we get to watch Gohan be awesome, Barry's bitterness towards Videl, and the Great Saiyaman doing his call to action. Yes! Later on, Gohan sort of regrets his actions and the whole pain of doing a movie and all that, but then he remembers why he actually chose to do it. No one will actually know who he is, so he can just do all this Great Saiyaman stuff freely without any repercussions, and also it turns Videl on. Oh yeah, that's why you're doing it, Gohan. Oh yeah, and Mr. Satan doesn't want to be shown up by Barry, but do it for Videl and Pan! Especially Videl. But this is no time for passiveness, there's a bank robbery going on, and hey, Krillin's there too. Hey Krillin! Time for the Great Saiyaman to show up! And, okay, these goons shot a hand-mounted minigun at Krillin, and there was no damage to any of the stuff in the room. What's up with that? Oh, okay, it's for comedic effect when the Great Saiyaman shows up and bursts through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah. These guys have a beef with the Great Saiyaman and are out to seek revenge. But Watagash appears from the woodwork so we don't forget about him and goes all baby from GT on us as he one frame slides into the criminal's leg. Quality animation there. This causes the guy to go all buff and get hairy muscles? What? Either way, Gohan has a little bit of trouble with him before putting him down with an almost Kamehameha, but has to settle for a much more boring Great Saiyaman beam. Yay! Watagash then slips away to strike again later, and to give Barry Kahn some free publicity. Damn it. Gohan's cover is almost blown, but luckily Bulma steps in with a half-assed excuse which is totally bought by the entire crew of the film. Convenient yet good move, Bulma. Shame that the whole World War II saying careless talk costs lives comes into play here later on. Well, more like careers in this case, as Coco, the idol from earlier, remember? She's still around, she's still popular, overheard the whole thing. But instead of going to TMZ about this, she's actually turned on and requests that Gohan flies her back home in a sort of blackmail move that reminded me of when Videl first met Gohan and blackmailed him. Wow, that's a total deep cut. So we get Gohan and Coco flying through Satan's city. But wait a minute, this is a two-parter. We can't have this kind of an ending. We have to have a cliffhanger. And enter Jaco, who thinks that the Great Saiyaman and Gohan is Watagash, and then uses his macrocosm cannon to destroy him. Oh no! Is Gohan going to survive? Tune in next time! Oh god, we totally know he will. Cut to credits, and then new credits, and the ending theme's pretty nice. And the visuals are okay too. They could be a little bit more detailed, but I like the whole concept. Nice. All in all, this episode was pretty good. I didn't really expect much from this, but it really blew my expectations. We got some good comedy, we got some good callbacks to the Boo saga, and we got proper reminders that Videl is still around and is still cool, and why I had a crush on her when I was 15. Yeah, I totally admitted that just now. The animation was alright, given that the action was fairly minimal, save for the bank robbery, that little fight between Gohan and Watagash, and all the stuff in the movie, which was really just Gohan jumping onto a tank. I had no complaints here. Save for one bit where Videl's mouth looks like it's about to encroach into her nose. I enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing Barry Kahn's career go up in smoke, as it will so inevitably. Please, I really want it to. Anyway, that's my review for Dragon Ball Super Episode 73. Tune in next time for my review of Episode 74. Until the next one, be sure to like and subscribe. And until then, catch you later.